Can you remember the time when I go through another question, this question, right? I said that this question is different from this question. Okay, firstly, this is not a ratio that was given. Okay, this is not a ratio that was given. Unlike here, it says that there's a ratio of 3 into 2. So I can easily put like, because I said if you see a pattern ratio, and then it give you a whole number, you add or minus, and then here is a ratio again, you can easily find the equation. This is the first equation, second equation, things like that. But and then this is a ratio, that means there's co-relationship between this and this. Okay, but over here there is no, it's not a ratio. Okay, it's not a ratio. And then you can, so what you do is, and something very obvious in this case, you see that what you get, you in this case is the total number. So for here you can write what is your first equation already. So total number of teacher, T for teachers, P for principal. So there are two things here. Principal equals to 481. This is your first equation. Very fast, right? And then it says 4/5 left of the left the place, then 3/4 of the principal left the auditorium. And then it gives you the second equation. There are 26 teachers more than the principal remain. So what is remain for the teacher in this case is 1/5, right? Teacher minus 1/4 of the principal will give you 26. This is your second equation. I have two equations, which means that it's very easy for me to solve the problem. So is it easy? Because now I have a fraction, you know. So what I do here, the trick here is to change this whole thing into a whole number. How can I go about doing it? I find the common factor of the denominator. Here is 20. So I times the equation number 3, I times equation number 2, I times 20 all. So 1/5 times 20 will actually give you 4 teacher at, sorry, it's minus. Minus 20 divided by 4 is 5 principal. Then you have what? You have 26 times 20 will give you 520. This will be my third equation. Okay, and then I need to use my first equation and my third equation to find out what is the number of the principal. So if I want to find number of principal, I must try and get rid of the number of teacher in these two equations, right? So obviously very easy. I use my equation 1 to times 4, because there are 4 teachers here. I need to get rid of the teacher here, so I times 4. So equation 1 times 4 is 4 plus 4p. So this 481 also times 4. You will have a value of 100 and, okay, so is this my equation 4? So from now I can use my equation 4, big number minus small number, 4 minus equation 3. So 4t minus 4t equals to 0. You copy this down, copy your equation 4 down. 4p minus, then what is this? This bring along with it minus, minus 5p. Then you take 109 minus 520. Be very careful, because when you do sum like that, you will easily forget that to put this minus in. Remember, when the number always carry with it the left hand side of the sign. It's either plus or minus. If it's minus, be careful that you write it down, okay? So in this case, 4p minus 5p is actually minus. When open the bracket, is actually plus. So it's 9p. 9p. Then we'll have here will be 100 and 1924 minus, where's my calculator? 1924 minus 520 will be 1404. So principal will be 156. So this is the total number of principal, but it's asking you how many principal remain. You know the one remain is how many? The one remain is only 1/4 of it. So you want to know the one remain, right? So it's 1/4 remain. It's 1/4 times 156. Only 39 remain. Okay, then it's asking you that all the remaining teachers and principal are put into a number of groups. So in this case, I want to find out what is my remaining teachers as well. So I know my remaining is 1/5 of the teachers. So what is my teachers? So I know that teachers plus principal equals to 481. So if principal is 156, teachers will be 325. My remaining teacher is 1/5 times 325 will actually give me a value of 65. So I want to put these 65 teachers and 39 principal into the same number of groups. Okay, so that means I need to find a common multiple. 65, 39. So I go and divide 2, divide 3, divide 1 until I realize that the two number can be divided by 13. So here we'll have a remaining of 5, and here we'll have here we have 3. So here is teacher and here is principal. What is this meaning? So I can divide the remaining teachers and the remaining principal into 13 groups. So 13 groups. 13 groups, but then in each these groups, one group will have 5 teachers and 3 principal. Okay, you notice that? So the answer is actually 13 groups. It's not 13 at 13. You understand now? So one group will have 5 principal, 5 teachers and 3 principal. Just like I asked the cookies about the cookies when we are doing the problem sum for P4, I think P4 or P5. They asked you, I have chocolate and what I pack them all into packets. One packet will have how many packets will I have, and one packet will have how many chocolates and how many sweets. This is a similar concept as that. If you have strong foundation for your P5 and P6, for a P5 and P4, you can very fast relate. The problem sums are very close. So you have to do some recap on your end, okay?